to this call. We are talking about X39 tonight, the product, the movement, and everything about it, including the science, the founder, and the company, and the marketing plan, and everything about the product, how it works on your body, and what you can expect it's going to do for you. I'm really excited about this evening, and whatever level you're coming in, if you're just here to learn about the product, or you're here to learn a little bit more about how to share the product with other people, we're really just going to touch a little bit on everything tonight. So we just welcome you here, and I want to just give a disclaimer that I'm not here to talk about anything around this product that's to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent anything. That is just an important disclaimer here. It is the body that is the miracle, that it is the body that can do amazing things that can blow your mind when you add energy to every cell in the body, particularly special cells we're going to talk about in just a moment. So be ready to learn a bit tonight, and hopefully you will consider other people that you think about as you're learning about this tonight. I want you to expand your mind a little bit, because you may not be suffering from certain things. You might just get excited about science, but there are people in your life, there is no doubt, that need to hear about this information on any level. So please open your mind to that, because this is all about sharing. This is all about happy customers who get to spread this message. Do you know how amazing it is to be with a company and a product that is so good that they put all of their marketing into the customer, into the person who's having an experience with the product? Like, who does that? If this product was sitting, this amazing X39 product was sitting on a shelf in a health food store, it would sit completely, it would collect dust, because people would not understand what it is, the power of what it is, what it can do for your body, so that your body can do what it can do. And to put your entire marketing plan in the hands of the people who use the product is risky, right? But this company, and you're going to learn about it, has literally grown so huge because of that very thing, because the product's that good. So let's dive in. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now. And I'm already sharing screen, pardon me. I'm going to go ahead and move to the next slide in just a second here. Before I get started, I want to share a little bit about what's happening here on a weekly schedule. I do this call twice a week. And I want you to write this down, because if you have anybody that you want to bring to this call to learn about this product, to learn just a little bit about everything, the product, the company, the industry, and the marketing plan, I cover all of them in a pretty decently short amount of time, as deeply as I can. And this is Mondays and Wednesdays every single week at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Pacific time, right? 8 o'clock Eastern time. And then there's other calls here as well. We've got some business calls. We've got a call for people that are just getting started in the business. Take a screenshot of this. I will bring the screen up again in a little while at the end of this call, so you won't want to miss that. And then, of course, we've got some QR codes here. Please take a screenshot of this as well, because this is where, if you are new to the team, you want to make sure you are plugged into our Facebook group. You want to make sure that if you are sharing this information with other people, you are on our YouTube, that you subscribe and you get some notifications for the YouTubes. There are also the playbacks of all these calls are there immediately after they are broadcast live. And so they're all in the playlists. And then, of course, we've got two main sites, one all about the product. It is completely like, everything you need to know about the product that we have. And then, of course, the team business training site, which is something I will talk about in just a little while. So again, this slide will also be exposed again at the end of this training, and so you won't miss out on anything. So let's talk a little bit about what I'm so excited about. Okay, so 4 years ago now, I learned about this product. I just about jumped out of my seat. I was so excited about any cutting edge technology that was going to reverse aging, right? Like, that's all I cared about, because I was like, hitting 50, and I'm like, it's time for me to figure this out. And when I realized that you could approach changing the way that your body fosters the flow of energy with something like a little nanotechnology like this in your body, and that could improve everything in your body, that just got my attention. Okay, so we're talking strength, stamina, and so much more that we're going to cover on this call. And let me tell you why this is actually happening in the body, because in all reality, that's the part that really is going to blow your mind. Because This is not just a single one thing that's happening. This little patch, this little magical power patch, I call it, changes the environment of your entire body. It changes the epigenetics. It changes the signaling of every single cell in your body when you put it on. We are made of energy. We are light. We are light. Okay. Go ahead and dive into quantum mechanics, quantum physics, as much as you like. We are light. There's nothing but energy here. And when you put a phototherapy patch on your body, it activates your light body, your energy body. And that is an instantaneous thing. And what happens in such a short period of time, I will show you, is unbelievable in changing the environment of your body. And the most important part I want you to get is that when you change the energy of everything in your field, what happens is you elevate the possibilities of every single cell in your body to act in a healthier, younger way. All right. And that will help your body to regenerate, basically to heal and to regenerate and to repair what's not in alignment. Okay. And that's what we're going to dive into tonight. And there's two things I want you to understand about the cells of the body that are being activated. We have two main different types of cells in the body. We have cells that are differentiated into specific cells already, like skin cells, hair cells, liver cells, pancreas cells. These cells become blood cells, right? Like everything. All of these cells become organs and systems in the body. They just continue to get more and more complex, more and more dense to be differentiated. These are differentiated cells. And then we have these other cells that are not differentiated. They are universal. They can become anything. They're called pluripotent cells. And those are the cells that in this industry, this biologics industry, that people extract from the body, from the bone marrow, from the blood, and they spin it out as platelet-rich plasma to get the growth factors that come out of these cells. They get it from adipose tissue. They get it from amniotic fluid. These universal pluripotent cells have the capacity to become any other type of cell in the body, and they excrete specific signaling molecules that tell your body to heal, to regenerate, to produce more of whatever that differentiated cell is. They are magic, right? Okay, so just know that there's two different cells that we are activating when we glow up the entire body with this patch that we're talking about. That is huge. So have you been patched yet? That is my question. And if you have not, get back with the person who invited you to this call and get these on your body right away. So why? Why would you do this? The fewer of those universal pluripotent cells that you have in your body, the slower that you're going to heal and the faster you're going to age. So there's a specific peptide that is directly related to these universal cells that drops at the exact same rate in the body, is measurable, and it drops at the same rate of the in the body as we age. By age 30, half of by this biomarker of this tripeptide, half of these cells are active. And half of them are dormant. So they're not working. They're not actually going out and repairing and rebuilding and regenerating. Okay, half by age 30. By age 60, almost none of them. They're all dormant. And why is that? Because the epigenetics, the energy, the surrounding area, the fish water in the fish tank is dirty and it's downregulated. The genetics, the genes, the expression, the growth factors coming out of those cells are all tired. They're not working. And so we're not rebuilding, repairing, and regenerating. Are you getting this? So if we can wake those up and get them working again, what do you think can happen between those universal cells and all of the signaling molecules and the differentiated cells that need help? Right? What do you think could happen? We're going to talk about that because that's what's happening next. This is so exciting. So by age 60, they're almost all dormant. And we've seen this. We see this in aging, in the hair and the skin and in the organs and in disease processes and hair graying and all the things, all the symptoms of aging could be slowed down and even reversed if we can change the environment of the body, add this energy to the body. Okay? So I hope you're getting this. So how does this happen? How does this little power patch work? This little activation patch, it raises the copper peptides in the body, which are directly related to these universal pluripotent cells that I talked about, that lower, right? Directly related. We raise that copper peptide and boom, it's like a glow up. It is like adding energy to the head to toe. Everything in your field changes. And by the way, the mind, it doesn't even have to be the physical body. You guys, your mind, the part of epigenetics, part of the field, the quantum field, the energy body that's producing your health or lack thereof, or aging or lack thereof, is your mind. It's how you think. It's how you see things. It's how you perceive. It's stress, right? That changes everything, that colors everything in your life, and can completely stop the flow, the blood flow, and all kinds of things, and create inflammation in the body just from your mind alone. So we're going to hit that as well. So here's how this little power patch works. It's made of organic crystals inside here. It looks like a little Band-Aid. I'm going to take half of the backing off right here and put it right up there to the screen so you can see there's just nanocrystals. There's nothing that goes into the body. It's completely non-transdermal. They're organic crystals. And what they do is they trap the body heat. When you put that little, it's like a Band-Aid, by the way, class 1 medical device, patented by the US patent by the United States, right? Whatever, it's patented, right? This is a real technology. This is not a gimmick, right? 20 years patent. This technology is considered a nanotechnology, and it traps the actual body heat in, and it reflects back from those nanocrystals to the skin, and it tells your skin to produce this tripeptide that lowers, that I was talking about, as we age, and it brings it back up. And it is incredible. It's very, very specific. It took over 10 years to produce this specific result from this patch, right? 10 years and $4.5 million. So get that. And what happens is it resets thousands of your genes. We're talking 3,000 to 4,000 of your genes. It's a third of your genome is re-upregulated to a younger, healthier state, right? It's like a reboot. It is. I want you to get this at the beginning and understand the power of this patch. It's amazing. These are just some details about how phototherapy works. It's considered a phototherapy patch. You can wear it anywhere on the body, even though people are going to want to wear it on acupuncture and acupressure points, because it moves the flow of energy, right? So it's scientific and it's spiritual at the same time. It's quantum. It works in a way that just doesn't even almost make sense to the body, to the mind, because it's not so linear. It's almost like nonlinear. So as you can see on this screen here, it just, explains what I just explained to you. Healthy activity can begin to really start happening within 24 to 48 hours when you put this patch on, because we are made of light. It works that quickly. This is photobiomodulation. It's changing your chemistry with light. Nothing transdermal, nothing going into your body, and you can wear it no matter what age that you are, whatever drugs that you might be on, whatever supplements you're taking, whatever your lifestyle is. The only two things that we recommend that you not use the patch are active chemotherapy, where you're breaking down the system and you don't want to be fighting it with, something that's going to want to fight it, health. You're breaking down the system on purpose with that. And then, of course, organ transplant, where we don't want your body to fight, again, something foreign, new in the body that you're trying to assimilate and have work. So those two things, maybe, definitely, I would say, you might want to wait on the patch. But once you're off of that active chemotherapy and so on, you can certainly use it. So nothing to worry about there otherwise. So phototherapy, been around forever and ever, eons, right? And the science is over 100 years old. Certainly nothing new, right? We know that light changes everything. We are light beings. In terms of how to wear the patch, you wear it for 12 hours on and 12 hours off, just like the sun. You go outside, you make vitamin D, but just because the rays of the sun signal your skin to produce vitamin D, it happens naturally. Are you going to overproduce vitamin D if you stay out in the sun too long? No. What happens when you wear the patch? You're not going to overproduce these universal cells. We're not injecting a ridiculous amount of them into your body and hoping it's the right amount. No, we're not playing God like that. We just put this patch on. It tells your body, here's what you need to produce this thing that's missing. Produce as much as you need until it's at optimum levels. And if you need more, it will produce those as well. Because you know what this patch can actually stimulate, which is so cool. If you don't have enough of these universal cells actually circulating in your body, it can revert skin cells that have already been differentiated into skin cells back into pluripotent universal cells to become anything in the body to heal, regenerate, and repair. Like what? So if you don't have enough circulating, your body can make more, but you're not making more than you need, and you're not getting the wrong type. They're not coming from some other person. They are perfect. They are yours. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, back to how you wear it. 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Wear it with the sunshine if you can. I say put this little packet that's inside this beautiful envelope here in the back. You put this little packet by your toothbrush, and then you can remember to put it on in the morning when you brush your teeth, and provided you brush them twice a day, take it off at night and repeat. If you find it makes you tired in the beginning, flip-flop it. Wear it at night. And until you probably in a couple of weeks normalize and you're sleeping really well and you're starting to feel like you're energized more, then put it back on during the day. Now, the other thing, if you get too energized because your body really needed it and it's a little bit too much for you in the beginning, that's fine. It's totally fine. Take half the backing off, wear it for just a few hours, put it back on, put it aside. The next day, take the other side off so it's sticky and wear it for a few more hours and titrate your way up to a full dose, to a full 12 hours on, 12 hours off. That's it. If you're going into surgery, if you have wounds, if you need extra healing, if you want to just go for it, you can absolutely wear more than one patch. I say double up, at least if you're going in for surgery. So you'll see why when I talk about wound healing. There's no problem with that. You're not going to produce more than you need, but a little more energy might not hurt, right? And the other thing is just to drink plenty of water so that you don't, because your body is going to be wanting to get rid of the things that it doesn't need. And one of the first things that happens is going to be antioxidants going up. And we're going to talk about that in just one quick second here. So just know that this is clinically proven that this tripeptide GHK copper peptides are rising up. And it's literally in the first 24 to 48 hours that they go up, and then the magic begins. Some people feel it right away. Most people don't. I love it when they feel it right away. I do not hang my hat on it. Everybody has their own series of events in their life, their mindsets, their life, their food, their toxins, all the things that make us age are unique to us. And how that affects our body is unique to us. And so how your body heals and undoes the damage is unique to us. So even though this can cover so many things, I just want you to know that how it shows up and when things show up is going to be very unique. And I get excited about that. I love to track that. And who even does that, right? Who actually even calls their customers and says, let's talk about what's happening, right? Like we have a whole checklist of things to look at because they may be looking for pain to go away and their hair is growing back. And they didn't notice their hair was growing back because they're waiting for their pain to go away. You just don't know. But when you recognize that, wow, this is going to be an uncovering, this is going to be an undoing of all the damage, let's watch it happen. That is clinically proven in all of our studies. And it's so exciting to see how that changes. And again, the foundation of this thing is the universal pluripotent cells, because these are the ones that repair, regenerate, and rebuild the whole body. Within the first 24 to 48 hours, we are talking about a glow up that is amazing. Again, a third of your genome gets reset, upregulated to a younger, healthier state. And the immediate effect of that is that you're going to have an increase in antioxidants. Our natural, most important antioxidant that you cannot take as a pill is called glutathione. Glutathione. The only way to get it otherwise is to have, first of all, like the right ingredients in your food, which is extremely rare, unfortunately, or to have a drip, like literally like an IV drip. You cannot eat it. You cannot take it in a pill. Glutathione is our master antioxidant, and this is going to help unlock the toxins, help process them through the liver and through the kidneys. And I'm telling you, this going up in and of itself, that's why we drink a lot of water. We want to be able to release these toxins and begin to create an environment of healing, right? The other thing is inflammation, systemic inflammation. Who is not suffering from systemic inflammation? We eat way too many carbs, right? There's so many reasons why this is an issue, and people are toxic. They are very acidic, and there's a lot of drugs. I don't mean like, street drugs. I just mean like, drugs that are really hard on the system. Again, adding a lot of toxicity and inflammation to the body. And this is one of the other things that happens right away. And if you have pain that's related specifically to inflammation, you might notice that right away. So let's talk about some of the other things you're going to notice when you get on this product. More energy, even day across the day energy, like not spikes and like, peaks and valleys. We're talking even energy. You might find yourself drinking less of those, energy drinks or coffee or whatever in the afternoon, because you have more of an even cellular energy. And this is every cell in the body. So we're not just talking about energy that we feel in the mind, and we're talking cellular energy. Like we have energy. It's just amazing. First day, you might start to notice this. Also, sleep, more deep and long lasting sleep, and hitting that dream state, like that recovery sleep. This is one of the first things that people can, feel as very, very common. This was one of the things for me, actually, both of these things. I didn't even think I needed this. I just want you to know, when I learned about this patch, I didn't even like look and wait until I had results before I was telling people about it, because I saw the science behind it, and I'm sciencey, right? So obviously, I just couldn't shut up about it immediately. I just jumped in all the way. And we'll talk a little bit about, like if you do find that you're similar to that, like you can go gangbusters with something like this, because the science is so amazing. But I actually started getting results I wasn't even expecting. And better sleep was one of them. Dramatic pain relief. This is another huge one that can happen really, really quickly for some people, and some for others, it takes a little longer. It just depends, right? It's like a big game of Jenga. You just don't know what your body needs to undo and what you're going to feel first or second or third, but there's so many things to look for. It's not like taking one supplement for one thing and hoping it's going to work, or one drug that costs, $200 a month, right? Just to do one piece with all the side effects list, right? Like, no, we get to look at like 10 things, and an unlimited number of things that we can't even list here, because we don't have the science yet behind it, but we have it for these things. It's amazing. Pain relief is huge for people who've had it forever, but be patient with that one. That one can take a little bit longer for some. Sometimes it's instant. Wrinkle reduction is another huge one. Okay, so collagen is one of the most abundant protein in the body. And people are taking supplements, they're drinking it, they're eating it, they're doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, they're probably mainlining it, right? They're injecting it, everything they can to get collagen in the body. Your body can produce more of it by itself with the energetic shifts that happen when you take this patch, this little power patch. Between 4 to 12 weeks is when you'll start to really notice this. So I say, take a picture of your face before you start, on the front, both sides, and the neck, and any scar that you have on your body, because the scar reduction also can happen. That wrinkle reduction is huge, but again, it's just a picture. It's a printout of the collagen in your entire body going up. And that is huge. Again, the most abundant protein in the body. That is a problem when that is going down. I mean, think joints, think bones, think everything collagen, right? Okay, so I mentioned scar reduction, so I'm going to skip over to that one. Activating these cells in the skin leads to what's called remodeling. This is the last stage in healing and wound healing. And you'll notice that scars can soften and lighten and become like really to the final stage of healing. Even, I mean, I had a scar at 6 years old that remodeled when I started using this product. I would have thought I had enough of these universal cells then, but apparently not, because it got way better later. So that's really, really cool. But think internal scars, think surgery scars, think about those ropey scars that you might have. Those are really, really interesting to watch. And it's only, again, part of the natural healing process that your body can do with this energy. Sports performance. Okay, by the age of 50, especially 50 and above, I mean, talk about a difference in your pickleball game. It's huge. But performance and recovery. This is a really, really big deal. And we all want to feel young and vital, because our minds are. And let me talk about minds in a second as well. Okay, I mentioned wound healing really quickly. We're talking 3 times faster wound healing when you're using a patch that elevates this tripeptide that allows your body to repair, regenerate, and rebuild. 3 times faster. So yeah, double up if you want. Please, 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 lots of water. That is huge. It helps to support that natural healing process. Youth renewal and age reversal. This definitely got my excitement. You know, you hit a certain age and it's like, oh gosh, I feel so sharp and so good, and I want to make such a difference in life, and I don't want to age. I don't want to age at all. So yeah, those were huge. And this is all about resetting those genes and that DNA. I'm telling you, when your DNA is changed, it is literally like putting new fish water in a dirty fish water tank with a poor fit, sick fish. You all of a sudden the entire environment changes, and that fish starts to clean out, and all the things start working better, and it starts to reverse all of the stuff. I'm not saying I'm a fish, but I'm telling you, youth renewal and age reversal, after I think it is 6 months, we're looking at an 8-year change in biomarkers of your heart and heart rate variability. I believe that's what it is. Don't quote me on that. I think that's what it is. I'll have to look into that one, but it's somewhere around the heart. But an 8-year younger age, like literally from biomarkers in 6 months on this product. So yeah, it's not a quick fix, even though it can do things really quickly, but that is huge. That is age reversal right there, not just anti-aging. All right, some other things, of course, hair, right? This is not something we can say for everyone, but if you have the right genetics, most people do. I would say a large percentage, maybe 70%, have the genetics where you'll notice hair regrowth. And this usually right around 3 weeks is kind of where I noticed it. I had a huge whole halo of new hair. I wasn't even thinning. And so that's something that you can look forward to. Skin conditions, all kinds of things might change as well as your body's healing itself. But what I really wanted to just take a second on is brain health, the brain chemistry. Oh my gosh, what this can do. And the studies we have on we have brain mapping studies that show coherence in the left and right hemisphere. We show a balancing of the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. This is your stress response. Oh my gosh, this changes relationships, changes the triggers that you may have in your life. If you're edgy and irritable and those things, totally can calm down. This is just natural. Cognition, memory, like, the lack of that over time can change. And oh my gosh, I'm telling you, you've got to watch that. Watch the mood, the sleep, all the neurochemistry can come into a balance, higher serotonin and GABA. And it's what this does for the brain is probably the most exciting thing for me of all of things, especially in the world today. We need kinder, gentler people, and this changes that very, very quickly. So that's what I want to say about the product. I'm going to spend the next few minutes talking a little bit about the company, industry, and this marketing plan. But you don't have a company, industry, and a marketing, or a company and a marketing plan without a product like that. So I hope that you really understand that all of these benefits can be yours, like literally by changing the flow of energy in your body with this patch. And it completely can change your life and hopefully the lives of the people that you love. And all the information you need to make that decision is on startx39.com. This is all just about X39. And hopefully this is something that you've already looked at. Write it down. This is the site to share with other people so they can learn everything and go down that rabbit hole and learn how to just to learn all about these things that I'm just talking about here today. And of course, this is being recorded and we have this on our YouTube page that I will show to you again at the end. So a little bit about our founder, David Schmidt. He's our CEO and inventor. He's been, oh my gosh, at the helm of this ship since almost 20 years now. He's the 2-time recipient of the Advanced Technology Award from the International Hall of Fame. This guy is so amazing. He has over 130 patents on his products. And as we go into just the company itself, it's over almost 20 years old, right? Gone from 20 million to 320 million in the last 3 years since this patch came out. This patch is only 3.5, 4 years old, right? 3.5 to 4 years old. I can't remember exactly the exact day that I'm gonna have to get that. I'm sorry, but the company literally from 20 to 320 million. That's because the product works, people love it, and they stay on it. the retention is amazing because people don't want to downregulate their genes again, right? Like you want to stay on it. You don't want to start putting dirty water back in that fish tank, right? So this summer, I just want you to understand in terms of the company growth, this summer, the company grew 30% in 1 month, because again, the power of this Power Patch. It is that good. And so too is the marketing plan. And so too is the solid, like I'm not getting the word. Anyways, the company itself, how solid this company is itself. We are doing business in over 75 countries, so you can do business anywhere. And this technology, not only is it patented for the next 17, 18 years, I mean, 17 years or so, it's a 20-year patent by the United States, right? Like this is huge. It is completely protected. There are no Me Too products either. And it's not a shampoo and it's not a food and you don't have to change your lifestyle. It's not something you got to rub on your body or anything. So there's no competition, right? It's in a class by itself. It's a nanotechnology. It's classified as such. All you do is put it on, take it off. You don't change your lifestyle. But I will say this, there's a lot of supplements and things that we're taking for energy and a lot of the things that this does that you may not need to take or do because this patch may cover that for you and pay for itself more, like over and over and over again. So keep that in mind as well. But it's so incredible when you're considering potentially sharing this with other people, doing this as a business, that there's just nothing like it in the marketplace. And it's a one product focus. And so talking about the industry, this biologics industry, these therapies have been more and more popular over the years. People realize the importance of having these healthy universal cells and growth factors in their body, these specialized cells. The industry is 100% like exploding, and is expected to hit 30 billion. But the problems of this industry are the regulations, right? You can only take these cells out of your own body, spin them out, do whatever you need to do, and re-inject them, and try to know how much do you need? Do you even have any circulating cells, these universal cells to extract and put back in? Like, are they even working? Because we already know that they're mostly dormant, right? People are injecting them in their knees and their face and their hair or their scalp, trying to grow their hair. You can do this every day at home for less than the price of coffee, a cup of coffee, right? But these therapies are really expensive. I'm not saying they're not helpful, but how about this? If you're considering spending thousands of dollars on that, get on the patch for a few months first, upregulate all of this genome and get these cells not only alive again, but produce more of them. So before you start extracting them from your body and re-injecting them, you're going to get something out of it. I just got to say that because we all know people who have done this or are considering this, if not ourselves. And I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying it can be way better and a lot less expensive. So let's talk a little bit about this business opportunity and how to get started. No attachments to what you decide to do or not do. I just want to make sure you have this opportunity because we live in a time where it's important to have opportunities. And this is a product, again, that is word of mouth. This is a social sharing product. This is a brand partnership. If you align with the mission and the industry and the plan that we have and this product, of course, which is amazing, then we want to offer this to you as an option, right? Even just to get it for a little bit less. But now could be the time for you to make a move. So we're going to talk a little bit about the possibilities, why you might want to do this, but this is all about serving other people. This is not about us just selling and pushing this on other people. It's an abundant mindset of helping others. So I'm hoping you've already thought of other people who could benefit on some of those things, and certainly around this opportunity, right? So what's most important to you is 100% unique to you, right? Do you want more time with your family and more time freedom in general? That's my biggest thing for sure, is just time freedom. I love my freedom of being able to do what I want, when I want, and to do my work in nooks and crannies, or if I want to dive in and sink a bunch of time in, I get to choose that myself. What about security? Are you working a second job? What about your family? What about the people you know who might need an opportunity? This is so unique, and you can bring whatever amount of energy, or as I say, whatever size light bulb you want to put into this grid of light. We are light workers here. We are going gangbusters, but you can do whatever and how much you want, and you can just plug that in, and we will help you really get everything that you need. And that's going to be on our unique website. We have the fastest, biggest team in the entire company. And so being part of this, we have all of the training that you could possibly need. I do all kinds of training myself to help people to learn how to share this product with other people and how to do it successfully. Again, if you want to get your products for less and just make a little bit, or you want to make a lot of it, or you want to go completely into a whole new career, it's all available, no expectation, and everything you need is there to meet you where you are. So Build 331 is our team site. It's just got everything from soup to nuts that you would need to be able to build this. It's amazing. So let's talk a little bit now just about getting started, so that if you want to get started on the product, you want to get a little bit more for less to share with your family. Maybe you want to start sharing with a few people as the business builder, or maybe you really see the vision and you want to go all in. All of these options are available, or of course you can just be a retail customer. If you want to get 1 month supply, it's $150 as a retail customer. The next level really is being at the starter package. You can be on a preferred customer and just go on to an auto ship. 100% you can do that. You pay tax and shipping with each order. It's $99.95 as a preferred customer. That is an option for you. The starter package, however, honestly, it's 3 packs, 3 months supply for the price of two, basically, because the retail cost is $150. So $299 gives you 3 packs. It's enough for you and a spouse or a family member or a friend, and a little bit to share. This we recommend with an auto ship because you're already set up. Even though it's kind of a wholesale account, it's the same as our brand partnership account, and you're set up already to be able to share once you have results, should you decide to do that. And we love to set people up that are in our wholesale account, because in that way, so that they don't lose any points. And we'll talk about points in a second. So that starter package, again, $299, 3 for the price of 2. It's a great way to get started, save a little money on shipping as well, and get it for $99.95 per sleeve. The next level, if you want to do business, is the Business Builder Pack. That's a 5 sleeves for $499. Plus, they'll give you a bonus sleeve along with that of one of our other products that are amazing. And so we're not going to focus on those here. We only focus on X39. But just know with that Business Builder Pack, at the gold level, the way to go with this one is you have enough for your family, a few friends, and enough to start sharing. And it's just the perfect amount. It's super affordable. It's a write-off, and you're set up to go at that gold level, because that gold level is what you would need in order to start maximizing on making money in the plan. And with this Business Builder Pack, we recommend 2 sleeves a month as the auto ship, so that you don't, so that you can earn as much as you can earn and not leave any money on the table, even just at that basic level getting started. And so that Business Builder Pack is $499. And then the Serious Business Builder is what's considered the Diamond Pack. This is kind of what I went in with. I hadn't even tried the product yet, but I had a network of a few people that I knew. I was already in another business, so I couldn't really go to, like my main people. But I just knew I had some people, and I also knew people who had storefronts who I thought might want to be interested in coming in at the same level as well, to be able to sell it from their storefronts. Chiropractors, people with med spas, dermatologists, people that are just working already in the biologics industry, right? That understand the universal pluripotent cells, right? And so those people, if you're one of them, or if you know people like that, you might consider that Diamond Pack. That Diamond Pack, you get the best pricing on 19 sleeves at only $84 each. So you can sell some straight out for them to try out in their practices, or you can sample out more. You have all of your own product to be able to really launch your business. And for 3 months, you don't need any auto ship at all. You're already qualified for 3 months, so you don't lose points. And the other thing that's so great is that every diamond that you bring in, maybe those businesses or other business builders, you make $500 for every other diamond that comes in for 3 months. So you're getting paid at the highest commission level for 3 months as you're getting launched and getting yourself started up in the business. So that plan in and of itself, you can make your your entire investment back with just 3 people coming in like that, and you have 90 days to do it, and it's not limited to 3. You can go gangbusters on that one as well. So those are kind of the main ways to get started. But again, you pick whatever level is most comfortable and affordable for you, and you can always upgrade. It's just an incredible plan like that, and we have no expectations of you whatsoever. And in just wrapping up here, let me talk about this compensation plan, just so you understand. We get paid a few different ways. We get a retail profit if somebody is a customer. We get a product introduction bonus if people come in at those different package levels. That's linear pay. We sell something, we get paid for it. We get rewarded for it. Beautiful. The leveraged pay is that every single product that sells has a point value assigned to it, depending on if it's a package or retail or what have you. It has a certain number of points, and those points go into these 2 teams. All we do is build 2 teams. And as you can see on this slide, we have a left team and a right team. And if we bring and sponsor somebody in as a brand partner / wholesale buyer, those points get collected there. And as they share, and as we share more, all of those points continue to collect in these buckets. I call them little buckets. And the points collect so long as we have an active auto ship, right? And as they collect, then they hit a certain ratio, and then they kick out a bonus. And those bonuses kick out at $50 each time that you hit that ratio. And every time the products are selling and more people are buying, the points add up and it kicks out more. And that part of it is called leveraged pay, right? We're leveraging our time by building a team. And we've got these 2 teams, and that leveraged pay maxes out at $25,000 per week. $25,000 a week. That's $100,000 a month just on the leveraged portion. We still already get the other, linear pay, right? Let me show you the third way we get paid. So this is huge. This piece is already huge, but the third piece is that as we build these 2 teams, the people that we directly sponsor, we can earn 25% on the leveraged pay that they're making, right? Those bonuses that are getting kicked out that I just showed you on that last slide, right? On this slide. If they're making leverage pay, we are earning 25% on the people we sponsor as a manager or above, right? And again, I showed you as a gold or above, as I mentioned, on that auto ship of 2 a month with a left team and a right team, you're basically bringing in 2 silvers. All of this is on build331.com, step 8. The comp plan. I have a whole training there for you. So I don't need to go into details, but just know, as a manager or above, which is not too difficult, that is our kind of milestone to get, is just that simple structure. 25% on that. The people that the people that we've directly sponsored, they bring people in, you make 20% on the leveraged pay they're making. And then the people they bring in another 20%. This part is legacy money. So we've got linear, leveraged, and now legacy money. This is unlimited. And while it may seem a little bit in the beginning, it grows and grows. And this is where the lion's share will be as your organization organically grows from a product that works, that people love, that they stay on, and they cannot help sharing. So guys, it's huge. The importance of being on the monthly subscription is that if you are in that silver, gold, diamond level, and you're in as a brand partner / wholesale, whether you're deciding to share or just get it for better price right now, if you stay qualified with 1 sleeve, just to be qualified, 2, if you're starting to build business, then you're not going to dump out those points and lose out on the money that collects from the people that come in underneath you, because they will. And they do, and it grows. So it's very important to have an auto ship set up so that you stay qualified for that and you don't miss out on that. All right. So that is the basics. Again, go to build331.com. You'll see a little code here that you can go there and learn. Step 8 is the comp plan if you want to learn more about that and the simplicity of our system. It's so basic. Although it may be a little confusing, depends on how your mind works. It's fine. We're here to support you. And then, of course, startx39.com, all about the patch. If you are already on this team, you want to join our Facebook group, and then the YouTube for this replay and all the upcoming calls that are coming. Let me tell you about those calls again. If you want to take a screenshot of this, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays right now, we have calls about the product and business, the building the business, and of course, getting started in the business. We've got more coming. Very excited about this. And I really hope that you got what you needed today. Please get back with the person who invited you onto this call. I really appreciate your attention. And if you have any other questions at all, yes, get back with them. and watch the replay. There's many other replays there, and we'll be back again next Monday. And that's it. So thanks so much for your attention tonight, and I hope you get started and join our team. Thank you so much.